Anime movies aren't just getting bigger, they are quietly changing how anime is made. And depending on who you are, this might be the best thing that's happened to the industry in a long time, or a warning sign that people aren't taking seriously enough. Because for the first time ever, anime studios aren't treating movies as optional extras. And by the way, when I say anime movies, I mean movie adaptations and not movies like Your Name and stuff like that. Just this year, we got two big anime theater releases. One going on to be in the top 10 highest grossing movies of the year, surpassing cultural behemoths like Superman, Fantastic Four, and even How to Train Your Dragon. And the other one going on to do extremely well in its own right and gaining a very high critical praise. And to understand why that's happening, we need to rewind. For most of anime history, movies were basically high-budget filler. They look great, sure, better animation, bigger fights, but they didn't really matter. They weren't canon. They didn't affect the story, and fans knew it. Watching them was optional, and skipping them changed nothing. All the big animes did this: Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball, and even the smaller ones. Every major series followed the same formula. Release a flashy movie, sell tickets and merch, and then go right back to the TV anime like nothing happened. And the system worked, but only up to a point. You see, it could never really reach high levels because no matter how good those movies looked or were, they were still just filler. Apart from maybe Dragon Ball, who had movies that honestly were just as culturally relevant as the main series, none of the other anime had really big movies, honestly. Until Dragon Ball fully broke the old rule. Dragon Ball came back into the picture after a while with two movies, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. These weren't just side stories, they were canon, and they continued the plot. If you skipped them, you were actually behind, and fans showed up in massive numbers. Even though some of those movies weren't even liked, they mattered, so people still watched. So Dragon Ball proved something important to studios. If the movie matters, people will buy tickets. But that was just the warm-up, because during the 2010s, anime started growing globally. It stopped being a niche Japanese export and became a worldwide entertainment market. Suddenly, theatrical releases weren't just for Japan anymore, they were for everyone. They had global box office potential. And then, Demon Slayer Mugen Train happened. This movie was the direct continuation of Season 1. An entire canon arc locked behind a movie ticket, and people showed up hard. Mugen Train crossed the $500 million mark, broke records, became the highest grossing Japanese movie in all history, and when that happened, something clicked across the industry. Studios really started realizing that they could put canon story into theaters and fans would treat it like an event. That moment changed everything. And we had movies like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, proving that even a spin-off could dominate theaters. Attack on Titan moved its conclusion to film. And smaller anime like Blue Lock and Kaiju Number 8 had little theater events as well. And that's where things get a little bit complicated, because not everybody likes this shift. And honestly, that criticism makes sense. Some fans feel like anime is abandoning TV. Others worry about paywalls, accessibility, pacing issues, or missing story if they can't see the movie immediately. And honestly, most manga arcs would definitely work in a TV format. In fact, a lot of people argue that the new Demon Slayer movie Infinity Castle was hindered by being a movie. People fear big, anticipated arcs will be turned into movies, regardless of if that format works or not. But honestly, I don't think anime is leaving TV behind. Seasonal anime is still the backbone of the industry, and that isn't changing anytime soon. Most movie arcs are either readapted for TV later or specifically chosen because they work as self-contained stories. And there's a reason studios are leaning into this format. Two very big reasons, actually. First, anime studios are overworked. Animators are stretched thin and treated like slaves. Schedules are brutal. Trying to maintain movie-level quality across 12 or even 24 weekly episodes without burning yourself out, as we've seen, is borderline impossible. We started seeing more and more beloved anime get butchered adaptations from bad production. But a single 2-hour movie? That's manageable. More consistent quality, more time to polish, and less burnout. From a production standpoint, movies aren't just attractive, they're basically survival. Secondly, movies create events. A movie premiere isn't just another episode. It's IMAX screenings, trailers, posters, crowds, hype. Remember when Dragon Ball Super Broly had its first teaser? The hype and speculation? Remember the hype Demon Slayer trailers got? That event status pulls in casual viewers and newcomers in a way random streaming episodes just don't. Movies don't just serve existing fans, they grow the whole audience. And notice the pattern in what's being adapted. Studios aren't just picking random arcs, they're choosing either self-contained arcs that fit perfectly into a film, or massive high-stakes arcs that benefits from a cinematic scale. Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle and the Chainsaw Man movie. These stories, I think, are built for theaters. So yes, anime is experimenting with movies more than ever. But this doesn't mean it's abandoning TV. It's just anime evolving to survive modern production demands and growing their cultural reach while still telling great stories. Going forward, expect more movies, big fights, big arcs, probably shit like Gojo vs Sukuna or the next major Blue Lock match. Stories designed to feel larger than life. The real question isn't whether anime movies are good or bad, it's whether this balance between theaters and TV can hold. But if it does, this could be the healthiest era anime has ever seen. And if it doesn't, we might look back at this new era very differently.